Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint-Germain family. An interesting video right here because I'm gonna be going through every single position on the footballing pitch and naming the 4 best players for those positions. Let's do this. For the goalkeeping position, I'm not gonna put them in any ranking. Goes for the entire list. Gianluigi Donnarumma has to be there. It was absolutely incredible for Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League last season, and it's been very good for City so far. Probably the best goalkeeper in the world. Next up, after Gianluigi Donnarumma, there's a bunch of names. You know, a lot of them are getting older, like Alisson, Courtois, Manuel Neuer. You got young ones coming up. You know what? The second name I'm gonna put, it doesn't mean he's the second best. I'm gonna pick David Raya. He's like maybe the only Arsenal player I consider to be world class. I do really rate Raya, both with the ball and saving, catching balls and everything. Saved penalty versus Vitinha as well, and you know the goals that we had to score versus Arsenal were complete bangers. That's the only way we could have scored versus David Raya. So I think he's the only Arsenal player that actually deserves recognition from the footballing community. I think David Raya, I'm going to put him as the goalkeeper. 2 spots left. I'm probably thinking Alisson and Courtois, if I'm not forgetting anyone. Shout out to the Juan Garcia, the Lucas Chevaliers. Shout out to them, but they got to prove more. So I'm going to put Thibaut Courtois, and I'm going to put Alisson Becker. Those 2 are probably going to lose their spots soon, but I'm going to put them as the 4 best goalkeepers in the world. Moving on to the right back position. First name is obviously Achraf Hakimi. He has to be there. I mean, by far the best right back in the world. Next up, I'm going to put Jules Koundé. Shout out to Jules Koundé. Very consistent. He hasn't had the best start at Barca so far this season, but I think he deserves to be there. And after Jules Koundé and Hakimi, I'm thinking maybe Trent Timber. I know Leimer has been very consistent for Bayern, but come on. Dumfries. Ooh. You know what? No Trent. He was mid last season and obviously injured so far, but I'm going to put Dumfries and Julian Timber, and that completes my 4 right backs. Moving on to the centre-back position. It's only going to be 4 centre-backs. Let's pick Pacho, William Pacho, superb centre-back. Oof. I guess Saliba, Van Dijk. I don't know, man. The centre-backs thing is so weak nowadays. I'll put Upamecano. How could I forget about Upamecano? The best. Upamecano, Pacho, Van Dijk, Saliba for the centre-back positions. Moving on to the left-back position. Obviously, Núñez, no questions, no doubts, no thoughts, nothing. This dude has been injured for a while, or both of these dudes have been injured for a while, but I'm going to put Alphonso Davies and Alejandro Balde in one last position. From the Premier League, you got Kerkez, you got Ait Nouri. Kerkez been absolutely awful at Liverpool so far this season, but was very good with Bournemouth last season. You got Ait Nouri. You got Carreras, who's been very cheeky for Madrid this season. I don't know. You know what, man? Some Algerian bias. Let's go with Ait Nouri. He's been very good for Wolves for a while. Was even good at Angers before in Ligue 1. It's been good so far at City despite being injured. Was good at the Club World Cup, I remember. So I'm going to put Ait Nouri. And those complete the 4 best left backs for me. Moving on to the number 6 position. And obviously there's some people that don't really understand the DM position. The DM position, or the number 6 position, is just the deepest midfielders. We're going to be looking at deep playmakers for this position. Vitinha, obviously the best midfielder in the world. Pedri, obviously, he has to be there. Those are the 2 deep playing midfielders for both PSG and FC Barcelona. Who do we go in now? Probably Kimmich. I'm going to put Kimmich there. That completes my top 3 for best players for the DM. We need one more. The thing, I don't watch Chelsea too often, but like when I'm thinking about it, Caicedo's more of he's a double pivot. He's a box to box. He doesn't drop between the center backs and gets the ball and so on. And if he tries to do that, just like Rice, he's not good at that. Enzo, no. Maybe Modric. Modric at his still age could make that list. Madrid, Chouameni has been good this season, but I don't know if I want to put him in this 11 already. Feels like maybe I'm forgetting someone. Maybe McAllister. I know McAllister has not been good so far this season, but he's been good over a longer stretch than some of these players. You know what? I'm going to put McAllister, Vitinha, Pedri, and Kimmich for the deep playing midfielder. For the box-to-box, best one is João Neves takes that spot. So underrated, so criminally underrated. Insane, man. Jogador, ballerino. Put Caicedo, João Neves. Even though he's been very mid so far under Xabi Alonso, I must still put Valverde. I do rate Valverde. 3 box-to-boxes. We need one more. I'm not taking Goretzka from Bayern. City. They got Reinders. I consider him to be their box-to-box. Not Gravenberg. Barca. I mean, yeah, Casar been out of form. Gavi been injured. You know what? Let's take Reinders from Manchester City for the box-to-box position. Going on to offensive 8, Fabio Ruiz has to be there. Extremely underrated. Deserves so much more praise than what he gets. Fabio Ruiz takes that offensive 8 position. Let's look for more players. I like Olmo, but he's been so mid this season and injury prone. I'm not going to take Bellingham. Musiala. So many iffy players. De Bruyne obviously would have been here if he wasn't cooked. I mean, he's still good at Napoli. I'm going to take Florian Wirtz. I know he's been very mid at Liverpool, but I'm going to take Florian Wirtz, Fabio Ruiz. I like Odegaard, but he was very mid last season at best. You know what? Let's take Cole Palmer. I know he's a right winger, but they're more right wingers. We'll take Cole Palmer, Fabio Ruiz. Cole Palmer, Fabio Ruiz. Musiala, Cole Palmer, Fabio Ruiz, Musiala, and Wirtz. That completes the offensive 8 for me. Moving on to left winger, Rafinha, Jogador, Belilo, Rafinha, Belloli. Let's take Friedrich Kvaratskhelia, takes that spot. Let's take Vinicius Jr., takes that spot. And now we have a bunch of names. We have Luis Diaz, we have Bradley Barcola. We have, he's very strong. I'm looking at Yildiz. Got Doku. Doku's playing insane form so far this season. You know what? Shout out to Yildiz. Ahead of Diaz, yeah. He's been better this season, last season combined. Diaz, obviously, some injury proneness. I'm going to take Yildiz. I think Yildiz deserves that shout. Moving on to a right wing position. Should not be hard. Lamine Yamal. Michael Olise. It's so hard to pick Salah, man, because I've never seen a player that is so ass in big games compared to small games. I'm going to pick Desiree Doué ahead of Salah. Desiree Doué, Michael Olise, Lamine Yamal. I'm forgetting someone. We obviously pick Palmer for the midfield position. Pulisic. I don't know if exactly he's played as a right wing. I think he's been played more as a false 9. But Pulisic, even last season and this season, has been really good. You know what? Let's just give it to Salah. Salah completes the 4 right wingers. So moving on to the top position, I think this is an easy one. You got Ousmane Dembele, Mr. Ballon d'Or. And then you got the 3 hottest strikers so far this season in Kylian Mbappe, Harry Kane, and Erling Braut Haaland. And that finishes it off with the 4 best players for every single position, ending it with the managerial position. Luis Enrique, Hansi Flick, Vincent Kompany, the Prem managers are so mid, man. Pep is off. Honestly, I won, but so bad this season. Arteta, no. Maresca, no. Amorim, absolutely no. Serie A, Allegri is doing cheeky at AC Milan, but not enough. Antonio Conte at Napoli could be a decent one. Let's take Simeone from Atletico Madrid. No Premier League manager. And that completes the... Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below what decision did you guys disagree with. That's been it from boy PSGINT. And as usual, allez, allez, allez Paris.